Jose Mourinho is the new Spurs manager. Ligt may regret the Juventus move. Bale is in real trouble. We've got a transfer roundup and this week's great debate all coming up in the next few minutes. As I'm your host, Matt Frodek, you are the Onefootballers, and this is the Daily News. First up, and to Jose Mourinho, who is the new manager of Tottenham Hotspur. Mauricio Pochettino was sacked last night, and Mourinho is in on a contract till 2023, and I'm smiling because I can't quite believe it. There's just so much to unpackage here. Obviously, Pochettino did an unbelievable job. He wasn't necessarily given all the resources of a top side, got Spurs into the Champions League regularly, took them to a Champions League final. They finished runners-up in the Premier League a few years ago, but that's really as far as he could take them. It looks to me as though Daniel Levy, the Tottenham chairman, has decided that enough is enough, and before a downward slide completely ruins everything that Pochettino has built in the last few years, he needs to bring in a winner. That is Jose Mourinho. Now, there's two sides to the Mourinho argument. First off, an unbelievable manager, proven. He's won titles, trophies, Champions Leagues, 3-4 different countries around Europe. We know he can be a brilliant manager. On the other hand, there is a complete and utter circus that continuously follows him around in the media. Whether he's parking the bus, saying something ridiculous in press conferences, or making really odd decisions, you just don't know what you're gonna quite get. Spurs fans I've seen on social media seem absolutely gutted that Pochettino is gone. Of course, I, as a Spurs fan, am also pretty gutted. He's given incredible memories over the last few years. But moving forward into the future, I actually think Mourinho is quite a good appointment. Now, hear me out on this one. As I mentioned before, he's a proven winner, and what Spurs need to do is win things. There is no point bringing in another manager who's going to progress, who's going to develop. Players don't want that. They want that at the beginning of the career, and the likes of Harry Kane, Dele Alli, Heung-min Son, Eric Dyer, all the rest of the Spurs squad, they all wanted progression. In the last 4 or 5 years, they got it. Now they want to win things. If Mourinho can do that, there's more chance that the big Spurs players will stay, and there's also more chance that other big players will come to Spurs because they want to win things. Jose Mourinho needs a team of players in their prime, and if you think that he signed for Daniel Levy's Tottenham without being promised a lot of money, you've got another thing coming. There is no way in hell that Mourinho is signing that contract if Daniel Levy says, yeah, you won't be getting anything in the transfer window. That's just not the Mourinho way. So moving on from that shocking news though, and on to Matthijs de Ligt, who may be regretting his move to Juventus. That, according to the Barcelona sporting director, Patrick Kluivert. He, of course, was the sporting director at Ajax up until the summer when the likes of de Ligt and de Jong both left the club. And he says that maybe, just maybe, de Ligt is actually regretting not joining the Spanish champions. Of course, his best mate de Jong did that, and he started pretty well in his Barcelona career. As for de Ligt, after the injury to Chiellini, well, he had to go into the team straight away. Not saying that he wasn't capable, but the pressure of being at a big club, especially when you join expecting to play a bit part and really grow into the role, well, it seems to have got to him. And in 9 Serie A matches, he's managed to concede 2 penalties, both via a handball. Now, I'm not saying de Ligt's bad or a rubbish player or anything like that. I still think he's going to turn into a world-class defender. But just maybe, like Kluivert said, he probably should have thought a little bit longer, maybe could have made the move to Barcelona instead. Besides this, though, we all know that in his contract after 3 years, a certain release clause will be inserted, meaning that if Barcelona do wish to sign him or anyone else, like Real Madrid, PSG, Man City, whoever, they can go ahead and do so, and they'll still only be 22 or 23 years old. But away from that, and actually mentioning Real Madrid, Gareth Bale has got himself in a whole lot of trouble. Basically, in the last few weeks, there's been a quote going around saying that he loves Wales, golf, then Real Madrid, in that order. Last night certainly didn't help. After Wales beat Hungary 2-0 to qualify for Euro 2020, Bale and the whole Wales squad were seen dancing in front of a massive Welsh flag which contained those words: Wales, golf, Madrid, in that order. I can't honestly ever see Bale returning to Real Madrid. You imagine when he walks into the changing room, when he walks out into the Bernabeu, sees those fans, the thunder that is coming his way is unheralded. Honestly, he is in an incredibly difficult position at the moment because, like we said, nobody wants to take him. Nobody wants to take a disrespectful, lazy, injured player on 600k a week. Bale really probably should go ahead and change sport, play golf, or just play for Wales full time. But moving on from that into a quick roundup of the rest of the day's daily news, where Raheem Sterling is set to be offered a new contract by Manchester City. Diego Maradona has left his club in Argentina after just 2 months in charge. Erling Braut Haaland will cost Manchester United about £85 million if they want to sign. And if it wasn't bad enough for Gibraltar, who this week finished their Euro 2020 qualifying campaign with 0 points, Their under-19s played 3 games this week, conceding 43 goals. Things just aren't looking so good for football in Gibraltar at the moment. So lastly but not least, we come to this week's great debate. Every single Wednesday, our guys over in the OneFootball newsroom pose a question to you all. You can find the answers in the relevant article in the app, but they want to know for the comment section from you guys, which is the greatest goal this decade? Of course, we're heading ever so slowly into 2020, so which is the best goal you've seen since the 1st of January 2010? I'm well aware there's probably thousands of goals to choose from. Nobody has a right answer, it's just your opinion. But for me, it's Samuel Umtiti's strike for Lyon against Spurs in the Europa League back 2013. For those of you who haven't seen it, it's an absurdly good left foot half volley from the edge of the box that just flies in, and if the net wasn't there, it'd probably still be travelling now in outer space. So there you have it. Let me know your thoughts on the great debate on the Daily News and how well you think Jose Mourinho will do at Spurs. Whilst you're at it in the comment section, you can also smash the like button and click here or here to check out all of the other videos we've got going on OneFootball. But until next time, I will see you guys later.